see who's on my team.
Yes.
Gotcha.
She's on my team.
Best one wins. No?
Yes.
No?
Ladies.
Okay, we're rock.
That's beautiful.
We're rock, paper, scissoring. Who gets to be on Savannah's team? Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh.
That's not agree? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
What? No.
Come on!
You're like
Come on!
You're like cheating. You're like reading my mind. Like, oh, I'm gonna beat him. Do this.
Because I know you.
Two
I
out.
know you.
That's two out of
I
three.
won! Savannah's mom. You're on my mom's team.
Oh, I didn't know Mom was the other one.
Yeah, see?
got this.
You still win. It's a win-win situation here, Aaron.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another Beyond Crazy video. Today, we're gonna make some desserts, because I'm hungry. And what better to make than fall desserts? Because guess what? Fall's starting. I mean, I'm in Arizona, and you couldn't tell it from outside, because it's like 140 degrees. But I'm sure it's getting nice somewhere, and the trees are starting to change colors, and they're gonna slowly fall to the ground, and it's gonna be lovely. Let's make some desserts.
So my mom has a special fall dessert that she makes every year. Tell us about it.
They are pumpkin cookies. And what's so great about it is you don't put eggs. We started making them for the kids so that they could all stir in the ingredients, and then we just stick it in the oven. So that's what makes it so fun.
So it's
kids
gluten
can go.
and egg-free?
Yes.
Well, it does have flour. Oh,
But no eggs.
just kidding.
Because I have some gluten-free
I have the ASMR gloves.
We are making one of my favorite fall desserts, and we don't have it every year. We've only actually, last year I found it at Costco, already done, and it went gone in like 30 minutes of bringing it home from Costco. But it is Buckeyes. So it is a like peanut butter chocolate dessert, and I think you could have it all year, but I feel like it's a fall dessert. So that's what they look like, and we have never made them before.
Yeah, we've only ever one.
So let's do it. Okay, what's the first step?
Gather all ingredients. Our
Done.
butter is softening
one.
outside.
It might be soft by now. We might need to grab it in just a minute. Okay, what's step 2?
Beat peanut butter, butter, vanilla extract in a large bowl with an electric mixer until light and fluffy.
Perfect.
Lucas has arrived with kitchen gadgets.
4 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips.
But we're good. Probably 4 cups. Perfect.
Got exact measurements here.
Half a teaspoon. Okay, half a teaspoon of vanilla. Now what?
That's like so little compared to how much chocolate chip there is.
Oh, you don't put the chocolate chips in the Buckeyes.
You told me to put the chocolate chips
The
in.
chocolate chips go around the Buckeyes, Mom.
Then where was the 4 cups going? Why did you say put 4 cups in?
You said how much chocolate chips. I told you how much chocolate chips.
And then you watched her to put 4 cups into the mixer without saying, wait, that's not supposed to go in there.
Don't worry, the vanilla was only on a few chocolate chips. So we had another.
Topping it off.
Okay, tell me the ingredients that go in the bowl, Savannah. Putting
What are you doing?
You're gonna
Trying
put
to get this parchment
1.5
paper
cups
to fit.
of peanut butter.
So I'm doing a
and the half
template
teaspoon-
for pumpkin
1.5 cups of
macaroons.
peanut butter. Yeah.
Interesting.
But I'm struggling a little bit.
What are you doing over here? We don't
Contemplating
know.
my life decision.
How much peanut butter?
1.5 cups. 2 sticks of butter.
Look at that. Perfecto.
Nice and softened by the Arizona heat. Comes the other half a cup of peanut butter.
Okay, what else goes in the bowl?
The half a teaspoon of vanilla.
That's it? Yeah. No sugar?
A lot of butter. Peanut butter and a little butter. Butter. I'm mixing it so fast.
Right.
It looks amazing.
So I'm going to be doing the pumpkin mousse. It's going to be 3 parts. It's going to be no-bake granola bottom. That's just going to be broken up graham cracker, warmed butter, and then a little bit of vanilla extract, and then a tiny bit of that pumpkin spice seasoning. And then it's going to be the mousse, and then topped with the homemade whipped cream.
That sounds really good. What are we doing here?
Sifting.
Sifting.
Sifting powder sugar. Take it out of this.
Don't we have a...
Look at this side of me. Hey!
Mom and I are gonna get started. Well, Mom's gonna be filling the bowl while I hold the camera.
1 cup of sugar.
Precise measurements.
I know, isn't that terrible?
A
half a cup of shortening, and we're gonna mix our shortening and our pumpkin together, and 1 cup of pumpkin.
Mr. Lucas, what are we messing over here?
So we printed out a template so we can pipe everything on there with like, everything's like the same size. And then I'm measuring everything out and for the filling and the outer layer.
So we have our pumpkin and our sugar and our shortening in there, and then we're gonna mix all that together first. And get it till it's nice and creamy and mixed together.
That is an epic mound of sugar. That is really cool.
Giving winter vibes.
Oh, you are spraying that everywhere.
Yeah,
Listen,
we're getting a little crazy.
listen, it came off the little.
Get Crystal's shirt.
Okay, and then after we've gotten this all mixed together on a separate bowl, we're gonna put in our flour, our baking powder, baking soda, and pie spice. Okay, so we're gonna try gluten-free. I've never tried it, but we're gonna try it and see how the cookies taste.
So I can enjoy it.
Yes, so you can enjoy it.
We had a little bit of a rough start, but the finished product is always worth it.
We're still in the lead, so we're chilling.
So is this a race? Is this a challenge? Is this a competition?
This is a competition.
What are you gonna do for me when I hit first place?
See, the thing is, you're not.
Oh,
Okay, we're ready for step 3.
is there raw egg in that?
There's not.
It's gluten-free, egg-free.
Gluten-free, egg-free, perfect dessert for Erin. I was thinking of you when we chose this.
You are such a sweetheart.
Are you gonna vote for me?
Maybe.
Okay, so we have our 2 cups of flour in there. Now we're going to put in 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And right now, I could only find a half, so we'll just put it. Okay, and then 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of our little pie spice. Now our baking soda, and then we're gonna stir this together and put it into this mixture.
So I'm on to the whipped cream. It's going to be 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar for every 1 cup of heavy whipping cream that you're using, and then I normally do like one teaspoon for, or I'm sorry, half teaspoon of vanilla extract per that as well. Luckily, I will say that the mixer just opened up, so I'm not gonna have to hand beat this. If you are at home, you're gonna wanna beat them until stiff peaks, which is literally when you can pull off the whisk, look at it, and it looks like little mountaintops on the top, and it'll be stiff and they don't slouch down. That's how you know that you've whisked it enough to have like actually solidified it. Also, if you throw your metal bowl into the freezer before you do it, it'll cut your time in half to do it. Luckily, I don't have to do that this time around, so I'm gonna grab the mixer.
All of our ingredients in here are flour, our baking powder, baking soda, pumpkin pie spice, and salt. Once we get it all mixed up, then we're just gonna throw it in here. Stir that. And it will just make a batter, and this is what your cookies are, and then you bake them for 8 to 10 minutes on 375. Then while they bake, we're gonna make a light brown glaze to put on top of them. This is your dough. And what's fun about these is they don't have to be any kind of shape. That's what makes them really fun. And you just spoon them out.
As they cook, do they go out like kind of like a chocolate chip cookie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. And then they'll stay like the shape they are in a while. I'm making them kind of little so that there'll be more to go around, but you can make them a little bit bigger, but they are called pumpkin drops, so you're just having just a little drop of it. 375 for 8 to 10 minutes. Oh, our oven's at 370, so it's almost there.
We are all set. This goes in the freezer for 30 minutes.
So this is my mixture for the crust. It's literally just going to be a cup and a half of the broken up graham crackers, a third of a cup of granulated sugar, and then I threw in some pumpkin spice mix just to give it a little more continuity with the rest of it. Small saucepan here. I'm going to throw this on medium heat. I've got a cup of whole milk. I'm going to also throw in 2 packets of unflavored gelatin. So this is going to be kind of a watch job because it's going to depend on what kind of a pan you've got. You're going to fully emulsify this. So I'm watching for steam this time around. As soon as this is fully emulsified, you're going to see this is already starting on the sides here. It's already starting. I'm looking for when I can see steam. So right when it starts to steam, I'm gonna pull it off and I'm gonna cool it. We're not trying to boil this, like don't bring it up to a boil.
So we're gonna make a light glaze while they're in the oven cooking. We're gonna take a 1/4 cup of butter and we're going to put it in a saucepan on medium heat until it's like a light, delicate brown. Then I'm gonna go get the powdered sugar. Okay, we got our 2 cups. And then we're gonna put 1 teaspoon of vanilla and 2 tablespoons of milk, and then we'll put the butter on it.
So I'm just gonna show what that looks like. So this is what I meant by stiff peaks. So like literally taking the whisk it around, cool. These peaks on them, they aren't drooping. That means that it's fully solidified. So I'm good to go ahead and cool that. I'm gonna be using 3/4 of this for inside of the mousse to add texture to the mousse. And then the other 1/4 of it is gonna be on the top of it.
We're boiling our butter on medium heat, and we want it to boil, but we don't want it to burn. Just get a light brown, so we just kind of keep stirring it so that it doesn't burn.
Lucas-san,
What up?
what are you making?
So I'm doing the meringue, and I have to melt the sugar inside the egg whites. So I have to put it over a pot of simmering water just until the sugar melts, and then I can whip it.
Whip it into shape.
Pouring the butter over the 2 cups of powdered sugar, and then we're going to put some vanilla, which is 1 teaspoon. This one's a half, so I'm just gonna. Okay, and then we're going to put in 2 tablespoons of milk. It's kind of like 1 to 2, just so that the powdered sugar will have the consistency. So let me get some milk.
It's a good thing to put if you're like pouring like that, if you put it over the bowl and if you like overfill it, it pours into there and not on the table. So it makes it easier to clean up.
It's a great tip.
Yeah.
So I put in like 1.5 teaspoons just so I want to see, because I can always add, but I can't take away unless I put more powdered sugar. Okay, I would say that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good consistency.
The most least likely ingredient you think to be found inside my dessert?
Sour cream, huh?
Yes, sir. 1 pound sour cream, 15, and then it's gonna be 1 full can, 15 pounds. I'm gonna come at it with 2 tablespoons pumpkin spice, of the actual pumpkin spice. And then I'm going to do 1 cup of granulated sugar. I'm gonna whisk that until it's thoroughly mixed, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add 3/4 of cream back to it until it's nice and fluffy.
They don't really flatten out.
They don't flatten out. They just kind of hold their shape. Are we gonna win this, Mom? I guess you're gonna win this because I haven't really done anything other than hold the camera.
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
Lots of support.
I'm just gonna go ahead and get this out right now. I can put as much or as little of this as I absolutely want to, but I'm just gonna throw almost all of it. Let's say just use a cup. I'll put the correct ingredients in it just to make 1 pie, and you can multiply as you wish. Awesome. So this has been running on medium. It's just about here as far as fluffiness. Flavor's pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna come in here, put the cream back in here. I'm gonna put this back in on low. All right. This is more of a fold in than anything. I'm just looking for that consistency. It's gonna brighten up the color just a tiny bit, but it's gonna give it a lot more fluff. I'm just doing a bottom crust on it, so it's a no bake, so this is gonna sit inside the fridge, but luckily with the entire meal that the entire dessert that I picked, it's gonna have to sit in the fridge for a little bit anyway. So I've got my cooled milk now. It's still gonna be warm, and I've got this on medium. Now that everything is incorporated, I've got that cream incorporated, I'm just gonna slowly drizzle this on. I'm trying not to add this too quick because it will cook it. All right, see how fluffy this is? Like literally moving it side to side, it's moving the entire thing. It's got lots of air fluffed into that. So at this point, you can go ahead and put it into whatever you want. Individual ramekins, wine glasses, anything. It's going to, just keep in mind, it's going to add like probably 1/3 volume to whatever you add it to. It's gonna solidify with those air pockets in it and be like a really nice air fluffy mousse.
Does this go in the freezer or the fridge?
Refrigerator for 4 hours or overnight preferably.
Tristan is over here giggling of success.
All right, got our boy right here. Cinnamon stick, microplane over the top.
Oh, that smells so good.
You smell so good. We'll go into the fridge until this mousse is nice and cool and set. And good luck everybody else.
We're
I
gonna
think
win.
It's all about taste, not presentation.
Oh,
Cool, and then we'll ice them once they're cooled off. To tell you the truth, we've already tried one on a cooler one, and they are delicious.
I think we're gonna win. They are super tasty.
Then we're just gonna stick a little icing on them, and this is how they look. Does that look good or not?
That looks delicious. It tastes delicious too.
It actually tastes so good. So freaking good.
I think it's,
The competitive part of me wants to say something not great, but they're fantastic. These are so good.
they're really tasty.
I wanted to like have some kind of like funny trash talk or something about these, but they're so good. They're so good you can't trash talk.
Lucas is over here eating them too. What'd you think?
This is my third one.
That's your third one. You gotta save some for the taste test, my man. You've probably tried these before, huh?
I love these. She always brings these to Thanksgiving, so that's what they remind me of. This is good.
You like it?
I like it a lot.
We got stiff peaks.
Oh.
Okay, wait. Semi-stiff peaks, baby. Woo!
Semi-stiff peaks.
That's good enough for me, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh yeah, capture the best one first. Actually, look at this. Look, a little turn to it.
Do you want to put a cinnamon stick on top?
No, this is it.
This one is mom's.
I think you put
Look, mine's a smiley face. Mine brings the most joy. Does it make you smile when you look at it?
Okay, guys, it is the next day. We waited 24 hours, well, not 24 hours, but we waited overnight. And the reason being is the mousse setup for Tristan's recipe, it needed the longest. So it's only fair that they're all properly done. Lucas spent all day yesterday working in the kitchen. Unfortunately, Lucas is working right now, so he can't be here for the ending of it. But we are gonna show him what everybody thinks of it.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh, Laura was the first.
Laura's first.
Or snatched.
I've been waiting on that. Try one.
Well, it's hard with braces. He just got his. Okay, what's your rating?
That is delicious. And I love this recipe because I'm able to partake in it.
Yeah,
It just tastes like Reese's.
out of
It's like a Reese's. Yeah, it's actually really good.
Tastes like a Reese's peanut butter cup.
I like when everyone's like giving like a hint of surprise. They're like, it's actually really good.
Right?
Like it's actually good. We'll have everyone.
Tristan went in for seconds. I saw it.
All right, next up
Sadie wants
is
to try some.
the macaroons.
Kind of destroyed him.
We destroyed them a little bit because we were trying to break them in half so everybody could try them.
That's really good.
They looked amazing.
They looked amazing.
Before we broke them in half, they looked amazing.
Lucas was up till like 10 o'clock making these too.
No.
Really good.
What do you think, Aurora?
Pretty good.
I give it a 10 out of 10.
Did you try it, Mom? Give them a try.
So Lucas didn't like them?
I think they're really good.
He said he didn't like them.
I love the filling on them.
What were your thoughts?
They're really good. Well executed.
I will say Lucas is really sweet. Lucas is such a perfectionist and he wants things to be perfect. I thought they looked amazing. I wish that I could taste it because they do look very tasty. But everybody that's tried it says they love it. So we'll see if he's the winner. And on to the next one. Grandma and Aaron's cookies, though Grandma did all the work.
So I actually had like 3 of these yesterday,
yeah, last
like
night.
right after they came off. These are so good.
Yeah,
So
I had like 3 more, probably more.
For gluten-free. It's a good recipe.
Yeah,
I like the last
and
one.
egg-free. They didn't have any eggs in them, so.
The consistency
These are actually my favorite so far.
like
Oh!
but then it tastes like pumpkin. It's so
He said
good.
those are his favorites.
So good.
So far, those are your favorite?
I wonder if you can tell.
That's your favorite?
Yeah.
And I tried these yesterday. I do love them. They're super tasty. All right, everybody grab a fork. More pineapple.
I got a whole pie right here.
I like all of them.
They're all so good.
I thought you were saying that about my mousse right now. I was like, oh, so that's what we're doing.
I actually love it with the cinnamon. It's good.
Because they each have a different little flavor, but it's just so good.
These are all great fall desserts, guys.
All great fall desserts.
Yes.
3 of them are egg and gluten-free, and I love that.
You get 1 point, and you just point to the one that you like
Can't
the
choose
best.
that, all of them?
No, you get to choose one with 1 point, meaning the definition of you get 1 point. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, you're pointing to this one. Which one are you pointing to? Luke's. What are you pointing to? Luke's. So Luke, 2 for Luke. What are you doing, Mom? Grandma's. I got grandma's. So grandma got 3, Tristan got 1, I got 1. Grandma wins! You won! What did I win? You win the Beyond Crazy.
All right, you guys, I want to thank you so much for joining us on fall desserts. These were all amazing. They tasted great. It was great seeing everybody yesterday working in the kitchen together. I want to thank you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, do all that kind of jazz. It really helps us out and we really appreciate it. Love you guys.